Hey, welcome back to the channel, you guys. I've been doing a year-end review stuff on stuff that I like, and this is my top 10 2022 series. They could be on any platform. They could be on Peacock. They could be on Amazon. They could be on Netflix. So I'm gonna give you my. These are not like my top 5 are my most favorite, but all of them I like. And some of them I have not completed yet, just by the way. But far as series of 2022, this is what I like the most for the year of 2022. We're going to start from the bottom and work our way up. So the bottom one, which I really love, our lives are so busy, man, with work. Sometimes I work a lot overtime. I work 4 days a week. I work out 4 days a week. I keep the house clean. I got to cook dinner. I got a cat I got to take care of and all that kind of stuff. And, just sitting down watching. I mean, whoever thought you'd have this much to watch? I mean, they're throwing so much at you now because ever since COVID, man, these streaming services and these network, all these networks, they're throwing all kinds of stuff at you. You got Last of Us coming out next year. You got all kinds of stuff coming out. But anyway, number 10 is All of Us Are Dead. I got about 3 more episodes to do. This has been out for a while, but man, this is a Korean series. And I was totally surprised, man, how good that was. I still got 3 episodes to go, but a lot of times I'll watch a lot of these. And I won't pick them up till like 6-7 months later because my life is just busy because I work a lot. Like I said, number 9 is the Per Real. It's called Per Real. That's what it's called. The Per Real. The best way. It's an Amazon. This is a really out there type of, how you put those things on that Sony be making where you look like you're in this different world? Well, that's what this is. This girl, she locks herself into this thing and she goes into like the future. And then she gets caught up in some type of murder thing, and then she has to go back and forth from the future. It's really slick. You can tell Amazon, put a lot of money into this. Seriously. So the Per Real. That's the best way I can pronounce it. And then another one, number 8 is Night Sky. This is another Amazon series. I'm not done with this one either, but like I said, there's so much TV to watch. It's hard to get all of them in. So I'm on episode 2, and it is fantastic, man. It's a well-made movie. It's about an older couple, and they're like, it's got Sissy Spacek in there, and it's got the guy that played James Jonah in the original Spider-Man. That guy. He also does that Farmers Insurance. He's in this, and it's an older couple dealing with just getting old, and he's taking care of his wife, and it's really good. It's just, my God, it's hard to watch all this stuff. Number 7 is Three Pines on Amazon. Now, I'm going to tell you right off the cuff, this just came out recently, but it came out in 2022. And this is one of those shows that every Friday I sit down and watch it. So, this goes to show you that I got all these series that I'll be watching, but sometimes I put them on hold because if something else comes around, I'll watch it. But Three Pines, it is so good. It's a little slow, but it's not slow. It goes at a certain pace, but it's the quality in it is just awesome. But it's an Amazon series too. So Amazon, they put a lot of money in stuff. And then number 6 is The Watcher. Now I'm down the last 4 episodes, but The Watcher, man, these these episodes are kind of long. So I'm on the last 4 episodes because when I was watching it, I got so into it that I fell asleep and I kept waking up and rewinding it. So I watched one all the way complete, and I decided to stop watching it because I want to make sure I put a day down so I could watch each one so I could stay with it. So I decided to stay at number 5 where I'm at, but it is so good. But it's got bad Rotten Tomatoes though, but who cares? As long as I like it, that's what's important. So that's number 6. Number 5 is The 7 Lives of Leah. Now I watched this. I just came across this, and I dropped a video on my my YouTube account, and I was really about this girl. She wakes up in this boy's body, and she finds out that he got killed by somebody and stuff. So then she's trying to figure out. So she's reliving her life, and she comes across her younger mom and dad who was friends with this guy, and now she's trying to figure out who killed. It is so good. It is so good. Oh man, it's so good. But yeah, these are some of my favorite. 2022 series. And now that's number 5. Number 4 is The Woman in the House Across the Street from the Girl in the Window. And that has got the most craziest title ever. And I heard a lot of people didn't care for this. Man, I do. I watched this from start to finish. I couldn't get enough of it. I was like, man, I was like, because she knew something was wrong across the street. But man, when you get to the end of this movie, I'm like, are you kidding me? Seriously? Are you kidding me? Wow. Yeah, that's how I was when I got to the end of that. But, like I said, these are some of my favorite, 2022 series of 2022. And then number 3, now, The Woman in the House Across the Street from the Girl in the Window, that's Netflix, by the way. And The 7 Lives of Leah is Netflix too. But now we're getting to the top 3. Now it was hard not putting this. It was hard, man. It was hard not this. This was hard not putting this at the top. But number 3 was The Resort. That's on Peacock. I fell in love with the series. I couldn't get enough of it. This is one of those ones where I always came home and got on Peacock, and I watched it every time it dropped. Every time it dropped. And like I said, man, that was hard. That was hard. I was close to being number 2 and number 1. But The Resort, it's on Peacock, and it's a good series, man. It's really good, very entertaining. It's about this couple, man. They're in their mid-40s, and it looks like I think they're gonna get a divorce, and it's just they're going through a time in their life. They lost this child, and then I think they by them going to Mexico for vacation, they come across this I think it was a watch or something, or a cell phone that belonged to this couple that died, and it's really good. And this couple is his wife, not him so much, his wife intrigued by what happened to that couple. So each episode's her digging into what happened to him and stuff, and he's tagging along, and he's in love with her, and he knows that she's kind of at that, because she lost that child when it was born, and she's going through that. Now they're in the mid-40s, and they're going through that time where, it's might get a divorce and the zest in their lives. And I think that this vacation and them going through what they did just brought them that much more closer together. So anyway, The Resort, that's on Peacock. So number 2 is Inventing Anna. I cannot believe how much I love this series. This series it blew my mind. It come across, and it just kept coming across, and it kept coming across. And I would play the trailer, and I'd go like, man, this is probably a bunch of chicks. It's going to be man bash. They're going to be man bashing, and going to be doing a lot of stuff that, I don't get into putting men down, and I don't get into being, men being belittled and all that. So when I was watching it, because I just said, I know what type of show this is going to be. So, I was like, I'm not going to watch this, So, but this went on for a while. I kept looking at it. I kept going. So I was bored one day, and I was on vacation. This was a couple weeks ago. And I said, I'm going to play the first episode, and I'm going to see. Because I kept playing that first trailer. And so I decided to watch that first episode. The first 20 minutes, it hooked me. And that's why this is so good. I didn't even know. There's no way I think I would ever like this show. And I mean, I couldn't get enough. It took me 4 days to get through them because there's some long episodes. Well, methodically broke down. I'm talking methodically broke down. Seriously. I mean, we're talking just, I don't know, man. It seems like the camera's not looking at my face. I keep looking over there, but I should look over here. Can you see me looking at you? Anyway. So anyway, number 2 is Inventing Anna on Netflix. Number 1 is Wednesday. That is, man. I love when I come home and I find something. But I remember watching the trailer for Wednesday, and I was talking to this younger cat at work, and I kept saying, man, I think that's going to be good. And he said it was going to be good. Man, when I first, these are not short episodes, by the way. And this is another one of those series, man, that is broke down real well. And it took me about 4 days to get through it because it was right around Thanksgiving. And my daughter came down, my 32-year-old daughter, I only got one girl. She came down, she wanted to spend the night after we had Thanksgiving. It was on a Saturday because Thanksgiving was on, I think it was on Thursday, And then I had dinner on Saturday. Everybody showed up except for one of my boys, and then everybody went home. She said, Dad, I just want to spend the night. She goes, I'll go home in the morning. I said, fine. So I said, I'm going to watch Wednesday. She goes, you watch Wednesday? She goes, oh my God, it's crazy how much we got in common, blah, blah, And I said, really? She goes, yeah. I said, well, I'm getting ready to start episode, I was going to start episode 5, but she said she hadn't done episode 6, so I had to watch her watch episode 4 so we can watch 5 together. So we watched all the rest of them together, man, that night. We stayed up and watched that, man. Then we watched another movie. It was a pretty good weekend. That was crazy. But Wednesday, man, Netflix knocked it out of the park with Wednesday. They really did. Anyway, guys, that's my 2022 best series that I like to watch. What is your best series that you find interesting this year? The only reason why I'm asking you that because I ain't asking y'all to hit the subscribe button, drop a like, it'll sure help out the channel and all that kind of crap. I hear that from so many YouTubers. I'm like, man, seriously, really? You got like bazillions subscribers. You got, anyway, I don't do that. It'd be nice if you did, but I'm just saying. What I'm saying is that if you have time and you come across this, like I said in my last video, my top 10 movies of 2022, if you want to share with me, drop it in the comments. God bless and take care, and we'll catch you in the next video. We'll see you.